fam, good morning. How y'all doing? It is your diva in knowledge, Lady Mocha, represent Mocha's Cafe de Paris, where I'm always serving you wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual awareness. Big ups to all of my subscribers. If this is your first time ever hearing any of my content for the first time, please make sure you like, you share, subscribe. So nevertheless, y'all, Nle Choppers, which is the name of the rapper, ex-girlfriend Marissa Danae shares emotional clip after breakup. So y'all, I found out about the story, the situation, I would say yesterday through Facebook. And I thought it was very interesting because I felt like there's a lesson that could be learned for both men and women when it comes to these type of situations here, but especially more so for women, because I know women, a lot of the times, even when a man is being very direct, he lets you know off the rip what type of guy he is, what he believes in. A lot of times women will pretend to go along, to try to win a man over, thinking eventually that, if we hang in there long enough, we can change his mind or change his principles. And in many cases, it backfires. But nevertheless, I am going to play both clips so y'all can hear for yourselves both sides of this story. Marissa Danae is basically going to explain why she's having difficulty with the breakup, and rapper Nle Chopper, he's going to respond, basically stating his side of his perspective on this whole situation with the breakup. So anyway, y'all, we're going to go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage. When the footage is done, I'm going to come back and continue with my commentary.
Tell y'all how hard it is, because I love so hard, and I love harder and harder and harder every time, and this one hurts the most because I really thought that I was gonna marry this man. And I get it, he's young. Why would you think that?
And the next thing was, I said, I don't see myself having one wife. And that's another thing. Marissa, she was big on marriage. She was big on marriage. So I had to let her know, like, I don't see myself having one wife. I said, I'll probably marry you, but you will have to, be cool with the simple fact that I believe in polygamy. So you may not be the only person that I would marry. You know what I'm saying? And I let her know that. And she was like, that's different. I feel like that's cool. I feel like that's something I can work on with being open to as well. So this was pretty much the thing. And no disrespect, Marissa was willing to give up all of these things that she felt that she was going to get from just out of life.
All right, y'all. So after, viewing both clips, I felt it was imperative, because I don't keep up with any of these new rappers and their girlfriends and stuff like that. I don't really know much about them. So anyway, I found an article from Urban Islands kind of giving me a little better incentive on the foundation of their relationship and how it got to this point. So basically it says Nle Chopper, Nle Chopper. I'm going to just call his ass Chopper. Chopper and his estranged girlfriend, Marissa Danae, have parted ways, and it appears she is not handling their split well. They both separately confirmed the breakup on social media, with Marissa sharing an emotional video on Thursday as she spoke about how hard it is coping with her new reality. Honestly, how hard is it for me to get up and face reality, because this was not my reality a week ago. I can't tell y'all how hard it is. I love so hard, and I love harder and harder and harder every time. And this one hurts the most because I really thought I was going to marry this man, she said in the video as she cried. I'm trying to be strong, and it's hard, she added. In another video, Marissa said she was completely in shambles and had knots in her stomach, couldn't eat, and had been crying uncontrollably since the breakup. My anxiety is through the roof. I love the hell out of that man. Sounds like some psychotic tendencies to me. Anyway, on Monday, Nle Chopper, whose real name is Bryson Potts, revealed on Twitter that he was single. I am single. I'm man enough to admit I'm not ready, and I have some growing to do, the rapper tweeted. Marissa Danae and the Memphis rapper were linked sometime in 2021. The couple earlier this year shared the tragic news that Marissa had a miscarriage earlier in the year. She was carrying a son whom they had named Seven. The Walk 'Em Down rapper has not reacted to the video by Marissa. On Twitter, he shared that he was in Calgary, Canada. It also appears that the breakup is not easy for Chopper, who hinted at his struggle. Detaching and letting go truly is a task for the strong. It's tough, but it has to be done for growth, he wrote in a tweet. Neither of them has shared the reason for the breakup, but Marissa also shared a few tweets where she spoke about her love for the rapper. She put in her tweet here, God, I'm tired. I know you give your toughest battles to the strongest soldiers, but I'm weak. I can't fight this battle. I'm defeated. I have nothing left for me to keep going at this. Marissa Denay mourns the end of their relationship with rapper NLE Chopper. She says she was completely heartbroken over the end of their relationship. Bryson was really the best man I've ever had. But we all have to learn and grow. As much as I try to show I'm in his corner, some journeys he wants to take alone. I built a family with this man, a relationship with this man, a deep, meaningful bond, she wrote in one tweet. Hope it doesn't hurt long, but I'm willing to take as much time to heal. When you're both being working towards y'all's future, and then one is snatched away. It can seem so hard and painful, but I know I'll be okay. He will prosper to be a better man in the end, she added. You could be the best thing that ever happened to someone, but if they are not internally prepared for that, it simply will not matter. She further quoted, okay, no, I already read that part. Nevertheless, that pretty much wraps up everything. And that was the last thing she tweeted. Bryson was the best man I've ever had, but we all had to learn and grow as much as I try to show I'm in his corner. Some journeys he wants to take alone. I have built a family with this man, a relationship with this man, a deep, meaningful bond. So that was the last thing she tweeted. So anyway, I definitely wanted to go and share my perspective on this whole situation. First of all, keep in mind, NLE Chopper is young and he is successful black male in the rap game. A lot of people may be looking at him sideways, and I'm sure the women are probably, more so females, are probably looking at him sideways. But basically, if you observe the whole overall foundation of this, basically he broke up with her because apparently when they first got together, she claimed she understood his polygamous views, but later it became obvious she didn't. So people will judge because they disagree with Polly, but at the end of the day, one, he didn't lie. Two, he broke up with her instead of cheating. Three, he was very understanding of her reaction. And like he said, he can't control if she grieves publicly or privately. But as long as she's grieving, that means she's cleansing. There are a lot of grown men and women who can learn from this, and I really feel like that. This man, he didn't lie to her. He told her from the beginning what his principles were as far as marriage. And he was very upfront and told her that he actually did not mind being married, that he wanted to be married, but it would have to be with more than one woman. So in the initial beginning, and a lot of women will do this, she agreed, she complied and said, okay, this is something I think I can consider, going along with. First of all, the fact that you got to consider it, something stating you would be willing, that's already a lot of uncertainties in itself, because basically you are agreeing to something that you're really not for doing something you would really not necessarily would agree with. But a lot of women do this. I notice some men, majority of the time, in most cases, you got these men that'll be up front and they'll tell you, look, I'm not looking for a wife right now. I'm just looking to have a good time. Or, if I do get married, it's going to have to be more than one woman. Because you just have some people that do believe in that lifestyle, polygamy. And that is their personal choice. But as women, we will sit up here and agree because we want the man just that bad. Or we agree because we think that, okay, eventually maybe he'll change his mind. If he sees that I'm a good woman, if he sees that I'm a dedicated woman, he'll realize I'm all the woman he needs, and he won't have to go there. He won't have to get another wife. He won't have to get another woman. He'll see I'm all the woman he needs in his corner, only to find out, here it is, you've been kicking it with him for a year or two, and he still has not changed his mind. His stance is still the same. And now you're upset, you're angry. Many women play themselves in this type of situation. Whenever a man is up front with you and he tells you, look, I'm looking to have a good time, or I'm not looking to get married. Believe what he says. Don't be one of those women that think you hanging up for 5 years, 10 years, eventually you're going to break him. Eventually you're going to win him over. This is what this young lady thought. I'm pretty certain she thought she was going to win him over eventually. Not to mention, age is definitely a problem. It's a difference, which is also could be a problem with this relationship progressing. Marissa is 26 and NLE Chopper is 19. I don't know why, for the life of me, you have these women that are older than these young men that they are dating. They think they can coerce or convince these young dudes to wife them, to marry them. You have older women who think because they're older females who think because they're older, they can manipulate, they can persuade because they got the experience as far as being with other guys. But you have to realize when it comes to younger men, their mindset is going to be totally different from yours. She was fighting a losing battle with this. Like I said, for one, he was upfront and told her how he felt about a polygamous marriage. And for two, their age difference. And for three, she got to realize his lifestyle. He's a 19-year-old successful rapper, which means on a daily basis, he's going to have groupies, women of all assorted flavors, Puerto Rican, black, white, light skin, brown skin, dark skin, whatever. Anytime you're dealing with men in this type of industry work and this type of career in the industry, there's a lot of temptation. And not only that, this type of profession, it can it pretty much it's very basically, to be a woman, you got to be very strong to be with a man in this type of industry, because they're constantly touring all the time. They're always on tour, traveling, and if he's already made it clear to you that he wants to be with more than one woman, he's traveling, going on all these tours. Come on, we know how these groupies are. They waiting on these dudes in the hotel lobby. They waiting on them backstage. They waiting on them parked in the alley near the damn limo. The groupies are very relentless. And when you're dealing with a man in this type of industry, whether if he's a rapper, an athlete, and then on top of that, he's young, it's going to be very difficult for him to resist temptation, because you have to realize he's not used to this amount of attention from females, especially at this age, especially with this type of profession. And you have a lot of women who have been with men in this industry that can tell you it's a lot. It's really a lot. And I feel like with her, she got a couple of things going on here. For one, she also had a miscarriage from this man, which meant she had got pregnant from him, which meant they technically had a child together. So I think that is one factor that really made her become even more infatuated with him, made her fall even more deeply in love with him. When you have a child from a man, especially when it's your first child together, and you lose that child through a miscarriage, miscarriage is a very devastating situation for any woman, to lose a child. You know what I mean? And you didn't get a chance to see that child grow. You didn't get to really bond with that child like you wanted to, but technically you have bonded with the child, which makes it more painful because you carried that child all this time and you was prepared for the date to give birth to that child and have a healthy child. And life, unfortunately, does not always pan out the way we think it should. Things happen, miscarriages happen. To this day, doctors cannot give a specific answer. But this is something that happens all the time. And you don't have to be an older lady hitting the wall to miscarry. It's a lot of young women who miscarry as well. It just happens. So that probably was another reason as to why she was so in love with him, because they lost a child together. And let's be honest, like most women, I'm sure she wanted to enjoy the fruits of his labor. Okay, let's be frank. Most women want to be with these type of men because they want that rapper's wife lifestyle. They want to be able to drive his Porsche while he's on tour. Switch the Porsche out on a Monday and drive the Mercedes on Tuesday. Switch out the Mercedes on Tuesday and drive the Lamborghini on Wednesday. Of course, anybody who's with a man of success, it's so much benefits to it. The fact that you're with a man that's financially well off, so you'll never struggle. You'll get to basically bask in the ambience of his lifestyle. Y'all get to wine and dine at these 5-star restaurants and these 5-star hotel suites, and it's just a lifestyle. A lot of women are more infatuated with the lifestyle of being with a rapper than a relationship. So I noticed that you have a lot of these young girls. That's why they're constantly, they're getting pregnant, by these guys like NBA young boy, you know what I mean? Nick Cannon, a lot of women. That is why they intentionally get pregnant from these type of men, because they want their lifestyle. They want their lifestyle. They want to be able to live in, big houses, mansions. They want to be able to drive expensive luxury vehicles. It's not so, in some cases they want the man, but in most cases they want the lifestyle. But I think in her situation, she wanted both. I think she was pretty much banking on both. I think she was really hoping to be that wife to enjoy the rapper's life, be able to marry him so she can earn all his clout off of his fame, off of his notoriety. She really had hopes and dreams, and I think it kind of backfired. She thought if she hung in there long enough, if she stayed dedicated, like she said, I love harder and harder and harder. And the sad part about it is, it sounds like she loved him more than she loved herself. And anytime a woman puts herself in this type of situation, you can become very suicidal. I'm not trying to be funny. The things that she was texting, it made me worry about her well-being. How I just can't go on. This is more than I ever expected. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm like, I don't know. This chick is coming off as suicidal. Like, her life is just be over. If she, if things don't work out, like, she just sounds suicidal to me or whatever. But nevertheless, you can't really be upset with the man. He was very upfront. And I respect the fact that he decided to end a relationship versus lying to her. Because think about it. If she's this if she is this devastated over the truth, imagine how devastated she would be over a lie. Just imagine. If she's taking it this hard and he's being honest, I could only freaking imagine. She would probably jump off the damn bridge if he would have lied to her. If she would have caught him cheating, messing around, because she's already shown she's very fragile. She's already shown that she's not strong enough to be able to deal with his demands, to be able to deal with how he perceives things. She's already shown that she's not woman enough to deal with it. She's not woman enough to handle rejection. This woman talking about she can't eat, she can't sleep. That all sounds suicidal. And I get it. Breakups are very difficult. But the way she's going about handling it is very concerning to me. So he did the right thing. He saw some red flags. And you gotta respect that. I really can't hold him nowhere near our fault with this situation. I really can't. You know what I mean? Because he was very upfront. He was very frank. Like I said again, you have women who do this all the time. A man would tell them, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just enjoying being a bachelor right now. And she'll say, okay, and be letting him smash, hanging out with him all the time, spending all of this quality time with him. Instead of her having enough sense. This man had already told me he's not looking for nothing serious. Let me start dating other guys on the side. Let me start seeing other people. Women, we play ourselves all the time doing this. A man will sit up here and tell you. Now, you do have some men that are liars. I'm not talking about the ones who lie. Okay, that's a different story. I'm talking about, in this case, a man who is upfront and telling you what he don't want, telling you what level he is on, where his current state of mind is at this point as far as relationships. And you will sit up here and lie to yourself, still sleeping with him. Every time he call you, making yourself readily available, putting all this time. Listen, when you put a lot of time into a man, eventually your emotions gonna start getting invested. You sit up here and lie and tell yourself all day, well, I know he ain't trying to be my man. I know he don't want to be with me like that. I know you can sit up here and lie to yourself and make yourself believe you can hang around a man and not catch feelings, knowing that deep down inside you want a relationship. You want to be married. You letting go of your desires, your real desires, just to make yourself available to him. And then when he sees you're taking it too far, he sees you're getting too attached, and he starts pulling away. Now you're torn, you're distraught when the man already told you. And see, somewhere NLE Chopper was smart. He saw somewhere she was slowly but surely derailing, and he had to pump the brakes immediately before it ended up an explosion. Just like homegirl, like I said, I did the video yesterday, she ran over dude because she felt deceived with her car. He up there texting her sister. So somewhere he must have deceived her, thinking that it was just the both of them or whatever. And she saw that text and she lost it. Hit him with the car, and in the process killed another man. So she's going to be doing life over a man that she didn't kill. I ain't trying to be funny. If you felt that way, sis, you should have finished him off. Because as soon as all he got was a damn broken leg out of it. So he's going to go back on with his life. He's going to get married. He's still going to have more kids while you in jail for life. Right? No, you in prison for life. Anyway, that's another story. But yeah, I just I think she, unfortunately, she played herself in the situation. You have women who we think because we hang in there long enough, we think because we let them smash enough, we think because we're so pretty and beautiful, because she is the beautiful woman. Maybe she thought her prettiness was going to be her privilege to win them over. You got all type of women who feel they privileged. They got light skin privilege, they pretty girl privilege, they mixed girl privileged. All these different privileges we feel like we can use to our advantage. To only find out, shit, that still wasn't enough to get him to change his mind. That still wasn't enough to win them over. And I'm sure that's what she did. She kept kissing his ass, kept making herself readily available, kept hanging there again, because once you done got used to enjoying the lifestyle with that man, even when y'all are dating, he's taking you, you're traveling with him sometimes, you're in the backstage seeing all these women drool over a man that obviously you're with, you know what I mean? It's a lot of fascination. Being with the man of his lifestyle could be very fascinating, but at the same time it can be very frustrating. Yeah, you get to enjoy the perks, you know, like I said, the cars, the money, you know, the traveling and stuff, but it's other bullshit that comes with it. You got to deal with the groupies. You got to deal with every woman coming in his presence becomes a threat to you, because he's already made it clear to you he believes in polygamy. And you're going to see women that's better than you. You're going to see women that's more prettier than you, more attractive than you. All that's going to happen. I'm glad he was up front with her to save her from the heartache. I'm just glad he didn't deceive her, because if she's taking it this hard off the truth, I can only imagine how hard she would take her off of a lie. So, you know what? I definitely got to give him his props. At this point, I'm on his side. I'm really on his side. I can't help the sister out or whatever. I really can't. Only thing I can hope is that she will heal and move on and be willing to find a man. There are men out there who do want wives and only want one, okay? Because you got some men just dealing with too many women is a headache. So they would rather just deal with one. It's too much trying to please several. So not all men out there are open to polygamy. You know what I mean? So her option doesn't just have to stop with him. She is an attractive woman. I'm sure there is another man out there who will embrace what she wants, but she gonna have to detox off of NFL Chopper's penis. She gonna have to detox, okay? Like literally, or else she gonna find herself jumping off the damn Talmadge Bridge somewhere, leaving a Dear John letter, you know why, and everybody putting goddamn RIP on her Instagram. I'm concerned about this lady. Whoever is her friend, her mama, please take her out on a girls' night for some drinks. Hell, I'll even take her out, and I don't even have the money her man has, okay? Honey, I ain't balling like your man, but we can go to Chili's on a Friday where the drinks are cheap, half off, so we can do some girls talk, some girls therapy. Listen, like I said, we ain't got to know each other personally, honey, but I would rather talk to you and try to help you find yourself than to see that you had committed suicide and left a goddamn Dear John letter behind. You know what I mean? So anyway, y'all, ladies, leave your opinion. I want to know, ladies, do y'all think NLE Chopper was wrong? Or do you think she was wrong for thinking she could change him? Men, have y'all been in a situation in which you was very upfront and you told a woman what you was not about, and she still took it upon herself to be with you, only to start tripping on you when she saw that you was not going to change your mind? I would like to know your opinion as well. So anyway, y'all, keep Marissa in prayer that the Lord heals her heart from this breakup. And girl, like I said, my offer at Chili's is cool, but it's going to have to be on a Friday because the drinks are cheaper. So anyway, everybody, it is your girl, your Ziva, and knowledge, Lady Mocha, represent Mocha's Cafe de Paris, where I'm going to always serve you knowledge and break you off with a cup of truth, whatever. Anyhow, ladies, if you have not already subscribed to Mocha's Ladies Lounge, make sure y'all subscribe over there. That is my ladies only channel. Guys, ladies, also, I am still selling tumblers. If you would like an NFL tumbler of your favorite sports team or any other tumbler for that matter, email me, cafedeparis79@yahoo.com. Y'all be blessed. Have a good week. Take care. Hello everyone. Southern Chick Creations has the new winter fall season tumbler and zodiac season collection. I've created a new lineup of winter and fall season tumblers. If you are a pumpkin spice latte or cappuccino addict such as myself, these tumblers will be an ideal gesture to keep your beverages hot and keep you cozy and warm as you sip your favorite hot drink through these wonderful tumblers. Although all of these tumblers have their own unique customized images, all tumblers can hold hot beverages up to 6 hours or more as long as it's covered with the lid and lid cap closed. Winter tumblers are also spill leak proof as long as lid is securely on and not placed in unsafe conditions such as an unstable cup holder. Tumblers can also come with whipped toppings if requested by customers. You can enjoy your hot drink in style. I also have the Zodiac Season Collection, whether you are a Virgo, Leo, Scorpio, Aries, Libra, and any other zodiac sign, it doesn't matter, I can personally design. All tumblers can be added with names or special messages upon request. Each tumbler is $22 each. This does not include shipping fees that can vary from $8 to $14. Each customer will be asked to provide area codes so they can be given exact shipping rate estimate before a tumbler is made. No tumblers will be made until a payment is received via Cash App, Zelle, or PayPal. Unfortunately, no website is currently available at the moment. All orders must be made via email at cafedeparis79@yahoo.com or through Facebook Messenger. All customers will receive tracking numbers for shipments via email or inbox with the receipt once tumbler has been shipped off. Southern Chick Creations, style with Southern hospitality.